internet, we were pre-internet came during my time. Information became so readily available. Communication became so accessible that when I came to teach after my industry experience, I found that the classroom scenario has changed and it was evolving. Right? The generation before me who were teaching were finding it a little hard. COVID changed that entire scenario, turned it on its head, like you do a flipped classroom. It flipped. Right? Suddenly people were forced to look at each other through screens. And plus what happened last year with the massive boom of these large language models. Somebody who, the haves and the have-nots are differentiated by the lack of technology, not by the lack of intellect. Everybody has an intellect, it's always technology that's a multiplier. So the rest of what this is, how I use the tools, I will show you how I use it. We will do a live demo and I will show an end product that has been created by me along with somebody else. Along with whatever tools that I will be telling you about. And all of you can use it in any way that you see, because creativity is not bound by tools. The tools just enable you to be more creative. So till then, I will come back again. Thank you so much for the AI department and the IEEE. It's a fantastic initiative to get all of the people together. Thank you, Alok sir, and thank you sir for inviting me, and it's always a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now call upon Professor Arvind Naik, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, for his felicitation.
Very good afternoon to all, representatives from DES, my dear colleagues and students. So my job here is to appreciate the efforts taken by Department of AIML to open up the IEEE student branch. So it's a wonderful location and wonderful platform where you can excel in your entire career of engineering. So a lot of dedicated faculties are over here, and students, or the final students especially, they're taking a lot of efforts, especially Jupiter team. So as I'm seeing the growth, that's why I'm telling in front of you. So I want some of you to be in the position by you reach 7th semester or final years. And this is such a platform. Please make use of the platform and try to excel in life. Try to do hard work and bring a good name to the society also. I thank Dr. Anup for inviting me to talk a few words of appreciation. And I would like to really, from the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank every department to get this wonderful name to the college for opening up the IEEE branch. And thank you, Vivek sir, for wonderful motivating words. But the motivation is not enough. It should come from your bottom figure. So as I say, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Try to clap. Your time starts. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. I now request Dr. Anup P. Head of Department of Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, to address everyone.
I don't think that I need a mic. Okay. I already addressed some of the issues which we are facing. I proudly say that as part of AIML department, this is the event, first time in the history of SIT, first year, second year, third year and fourth year are together. In 2020, and obviously computer science students are also there institution in 2021 March it was selected by our principal sir and our beloved Shivkumar sir. In this occasion, I want to say Shivkumar sir is no more. So I want my thanks and district for choosing me in this institution as well as giving me an opportunity to head the department. Then I know that it was a dream to start an IEEE chapter in student branch, a student branch that was initiated from especially in aeronautical department by DEPT sir. He is also not there. See, I want to tell like that I was just an instrument. God has told to me, Anup, you go to SIT and you have a thing to do in this college. First you do that by creating a student branch. Second, my objective is nothing but I have a time of 2 months. I have my student, my favorite student and who got maximum scoring from me. As I didn't want to have any option of choosing somebody else. It was immediate that when Mohit sir was the Mohit IEEE Mangalore subsection told me I need a student chair. I don't have anything to ask, I don't have anything to think. It was him. I have fixed who should lead after him, that also fixed. Yeah, but we have so many other platforms or so many other districts also. We need to work on that one. We need a secretary, we need a vice chair, we need a treasurer, so many other. This IEEE or something is only one faculty is needed, that is, what is his name exactly? Staff in charge, some name is there exactly. Okay. Remaining all the designation, we will call it as exit poll. All our students. Okay. And this is why I am talking about IEEE is because this is the first event. So I arranged some seats also here. See, when I asked Arvind sir about I need SCSID students also, immediately sir told, okay sir, no problem. Because I believe in the things to do immediately. Yesterday evening when I planned, sir was going to one tea. I told, I grabbed him, sir, I need you as a resource person. Okay. He arrived in the class hours, it was usually very difficult to get Vivek sir, he arrived in the class hour. Also, I want to say special thanks to our physics HOD for leaving A2 branch student and mathematical HOD for leaving computer which branch is? A1. Okay, A1 and A2 branch students are there. These are the things it is there, and I already told about the importance. I want to say sorry to my third semester students because I forced you people to come. It was very difficult that I am saying because my senior students are getting, even faculties are getting surprised that I am saying sorry. I never do that. Okay. It is badly needed, first event, and I want to say that I don't know why I decided that today it should happen. Maybe influence or something else. Okay. Today is 9/11/2023. I want to declare that we have started IEEE student branch activities.
organized under the banner of IEEE student branch in our college, and that brand that you have, IEEE, is not something that comes easily. If you go towards R&D section in engineering or in STEM, in any domain of STEM, you will hear this name continuously, IEEE coming up. So IEEE is a global brand, and we have started our student branch under that global brand. So I request all my juniors and friends to make maximum utilization of the opportunity provided here. Coming up next, I have called upon Rian Paula Davis, Department of Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, to deliver the vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon, one and all. I stand before you today with a heart full of gratitude as we gather to conclude this remarkable event. On behalf of the organizing committee, I extend our deepest appreciation to each and every one of you for your presence and your participation. First and foremost, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our dear principal, Dr. Srinivasa Mayali, for his unwavering support. We are also immensely grateful to our esteemed speakers, Professor Vivek Kumar, Department of Marine Engineering, and Dr. Anup D.K., HOD, Department of Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, for sharing their expertise and knowledge with us. I thank Professor Arvind Naik, Department of Computer Science, for his kind and encouraging words. I extend my gratitude to the management for their constant support and encouragement. Our sincere appreciation extends to the dedicated members of the organizing committee whose tireless efforts and meticulous planning have brought this event to fruition. Lastly, thank you to all gathered here for your presence. We hope that you have gained valuable insights and enjoyed the experience. As we conclude, let us carry forward the knowledge we have gained. May the insights and connections we have made serve as a catalyst for further growth and innovation. Thank you once again.
So before concluding the formal function, I have a clarification to make. So IEEE student branch of SIT is not something that's limited to the AIML branch. So it is open to all the students of every branches. So students of any branch, let it be circuit or non-circuit branches, anyone can be part of this student branch and contribute in the possible ways possible, and also take advantage of opportunities that's available in the student branch. So thus we have concluded the formal function of today's workshop. Now I call upon Professor Vivek. The stage is yours, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, give me 2 minutes to just set this up. Can I have 2 minutes? Yes. Can take more. No.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to new faces, some old faces. Welcome to colleagues. This session that I am showing you involves some things that some of you have used already, some of the things that you may or may not have used, some of the things that you would find that, oh, I did not know that you could do any creative endeavor that you want, all of these tools, it's not limited to education as such. So, to do any sort of ICT tool, we use our first ICT tool, which is PowerPoint. So I'll give you open PowerPoint. The devil is death by PowerPoint. We will not. So, any idea how I made this image? Let me start with that. Yeah. One part of it is AI. That one is made by ChatGPT, the one on this side. This image that I have made has been done on Canva, which is free. That one is paid. The ChatGPT that you have does not have that plugin, but the other one is. Please, I'll finish that. Okay. Okay, sorry. So that's what it is. Okay. So let's go on that side. But still, information, communication, technology, and all of you before 2000, before VTU came in, all were colleges of engineering in 2000. 1998, everything became technology. There was a shift from engineering to technology, which is very, very important, and we will kind of see. So all of this is a big umbrella term. Okay, ICT enabled is a big umbrella term. One, the first thing the question I asked you, a laptop or one tool. Again, think of it as a tool. One tool which gives you one access to computation. All of you, all of you are computer science related branches? Anybody from non-computer science related branches? No. So your bread and butter is right here. Right? Your bread and butter. So manipulation, basically you can communicate, you can manipulate, you can do all of those things and present it to another human being to transform that data into, say, whatever is profitable, okay, for work or for business or any of these things. So I see it from a teacher's point of view. It's my enabling tool. You will see it from your student point of view right now. And I also tend to dibble and dabble in YouTube for my own, in my spare time. So that's one part of me there. So you'll find all these ICT tools being used there, right? So computers, you have to have a computer. Can you do ICT enabled tool without a computer? No? On a notebook? On a chalk and talk, as they say. You can't do it. You need ICT. You need another thing. What do you need? Internet. Wi-Fi. Faster the better. Right? Do you feel depressed if you don't have internet? Yes. Right? Once you get Wi-Fi, you are even more depressed if the Wi-Fi drops. Right? Okay. So, software. This is again your basically a spreadsheet. All of this I will show you in case you have not seen. Anybody's not seen a spreadsheet before? Bedsheet or spreadsheet? Have you seen a spreadsheet? Yes? No? School? They do a spreadsheet in school. How do they do it in school? I did it for my daughter. They take a piece of paper and make you draw on it. Correct? Have you done that project? Have you done that project? They will teach, and there is one computer lab in the school which they will take you only once in a week. Right? Unfortunately. So, document spreadsheets, presentations, video editing software. Anybody does video editing over here? No? Yes? Very useful skill. What do you use, Vishal? Adobe Premiere Pro, crack version. Right, okay. There are other tools also which you can use. Okay, graphic design software. Any graphic designers, anybody who paints draws on the computer? No, I am in the correct place. Right, very good. Okay. I can't draw, but I can draw very well right now. Right? You don't need, you just need tools. Audio editing, I use something called, again, quite a bit of this is open source. source, quite a bit is closed source. I'll come and explain what that means. Educational platforms, basically any platform like Google Class. You're all part of Google Classrooms? Yes, so you're using an ICT tool. Basically the digital platforms where you can interact and learn, and it's enabled through that platform. Right? Video conferencing tools, anybody who's gone through COVID, which all of us are, know it very, very well. I don't have to explain that anymore. Social media, all of you are on YouTube all the time, which I think is the greatest enabler of education in the last 50 years. There is no question. YouTube has changed the way people learn. How many of you learn without, don't be hesitant. Learn your lessons from YouTube. Think of your hand. If you have gone to YouTube and learned more than, so I rest my case over there. And I know it very well, right? Because I have used, your access to the best universities free is through YouTube now, which is unheard of. I couldn't access anything, say from an IIT when I was there. You have to write an exam, go to IIT, otherwise there is no access to a class. Now you can sit at home, just like you have an IIT teacher teaching you. No, unheard of. MIT, Harvard courses, right? Impossible during our time. Internet has enabled, right? So, let's, all of that in place, I'll go to a demonstration because that's what we are here for. I will start with the most bread and butter things which are already there. You can name them. What is this, by the way? Once it starts. What is this? You have to tell me. Anybody who does not know what this screen is? Yeah, by you. Well, okay, so PowerPoint, we are there. PowerPoint, why did they use it? Anybody who's not done a presentation in PowerPoint? Raise your hands if you have not done it. Never used PowerPoint before, sir. All of you have done it. You know how to use it. Right? What do? You can put image, you can put video, you can put text. Right? All of that can be done. That's one. Let's move on to, okay, another one. I said documents. So you have Excel sheets. You have used Excel sheets before? Right? Don't worry, my presentation is not going to be me looking at Excel sheets all the time. Don't worry. Alright? You have done this? What does this do? Oh, spreadsheet. What does it mean? Can you write a story in this? No, that's not what is this used for? Basically, you're taking data, putting data, manipulate data, and get something out of it, right? That's an Excel sheet. Okay, fair. Let's say Word. Most commonly used, what is this? A word processing software. 20 years back, if anybody is doing a college project, it will be a word processing. First thing that comes out. Yet one thing is a project. Word processing software we will do. Okay, this basically is an editing tool. You can put text and edit it any way you want it. That's what it is there. Okay, so those basically fall under the big categories when they tell ICT tools. I am going to go out of order. I am not going to talk about Excel sheets, PowerPoint, slides. Right? What I am going to talk about are things that are a little more relevant now and things that are coming up. So what I will do is an example. One, I will be looking at open source and certain things that are subscription based. I will be also showing you what large language models look like. All of these right now come under ICT enabled tools. Alright, all of this. And few of these you have not used, few of these you have used. Okay? And at the end we will use all of this and I will show you how to do it. So let's put this scenario in this way. I have my young daughter. My young daughter likes to learn. And both of us, she watches a lot of YouTube and her favorite heroes. We had Sachin Tendulkar, Rahul Dravid. Her favorite heroes are YouTube stars. Right? Mr. Beast. All of you know, right? Madam, you know who's Mr. Beast? Yeah, all of you know. Everybody watches YouTube. So it's that ubiquitous, right? So we decided that okay, we will start a YouTube channel together. And since I'm a teacher, I said you're not putting gossip on that. Right? She wanted to do celebrity gossip. I said no. We will do some sort of thing where we learn and we can learn do things together. So she decided that she will be the voiceover. She's got a lovely voice. She will talk. And I will do the rest of it. And we agreed 50% 50% of what money comes, whenever it comes, 50% to her, 50% to me. That's our deal on this. So every morning she'll ask how many subscribers do we have. We have not, we'll kind of put. So we got that idea. We have to do it. Now, how do I make something that's education? So for a 6-year-old. Now this context comes to you also. You have been asked to do a presentation. Now you have to choose a topic, correct? How will you do it? Now internet is there. What's the first tool you would use? Google. Yes? So let's say okay. Okay. What does it do? I want you to teach this to my daughter, and this is what she wants to talk about. I put this in Google and it just gives me, what does Google throw you? Search results, websites, X and Y and Z. So if I wanted to do something, I have to talk to Google. So Google tells me this is this, I click on this, right? This is what you do for your presentations also. Any faculty sitting over here, so they click on the first link and after that they never look below what is there, right? First link, I went on the second. So wonders of, there's so much stuff. Who's got the time to read all of this? Now I have to write, I have to make a presentation, right? How would I do it? I don't want to use PowerPoint, I use it very useful. Now I have to do 2 things. One, I have to build a text that goes into my video. 2, I need the voice. 3, I need some sort of editing to get it together. I need images also, right? And this you will be doing in most of your presentation. You may or may not need the voice, but the tool is fairly enough. Okay? So I take the text. Now what has come in the last 1 year or so is this one tool. Right? ChatGPT everybody's used? Yes. More than Google now? Or Google is more? Google, you use Google more? No. ChatGPT. Okay. So now I tend to be a little more forward in all of this. So the version you people would be using will be this. The version I use is this. So it's got a few other things that it's got. So it's got a default mode, it's got browse, it's got advanced data features, it's got plugin, and it's got target 3, which is the latest one. Okay? So I will go to this and I will tell it, okay, please make me a script for kids. Well, don't worry about spelling mistakes, it doesn't. So it makes a script. Now what it does, it's which is why we are really here for. Large language models are going to change your world in very open source, closed source, there are so many. This is really the biggest one. So it's made my script and it's given a voiceover. Right? Now I've got 2 things to do. I can't sit and act, my daughter doesn't want to stand in front of the thing. So we do an image, a voiceover, right? So I want to do a voiceover, so you go to a website, software called Audacity. Now anybody, all of you are members of X and Y and Z clubs, right? You have free paid versions of certain software. Adobe is one of them, right? And Audacity and other things, they come, they are open source. Open source means anybody can use it. There is an open source community that helps. Python is open source. C is open source. These are open source. People contribute to that thing. So what does this do? Now Audacity is very easy to use. I did not know it till the time I started doing it for my class. I wanted to do a podcast for my class. Anybody hears podcast? Maybe on YouTube, right? Or Spotify, you tend to have podcast. So podcast is basically this. What you can do, you press click and whatever I speak over here tends to get recorded. It gets recorded. I press stop. Then recorded. Whatever I record, I can play it back. I don't know whether it will. And whatever I speak over here tends to get recorded. Yes. I don't like the sound of my own voice, but still, we don't like the sound of our own voice. Doesn't sound nice to our own ears. So, what can I do? I don't like this part. Silence? Who likes silence? Remove. I don't like this part. Remove. I just can take the part what is needed. I want to make it much softer. Right? The voice is too much. I can bring it down. Very easy to manipulate sound. Right? I want to add a little bit of music to what I am playing over here. Take a little bit of audio. I think I have an audio track from yesterday which I helped my wife here. So take the audio and right, and I add it over my. Now my voice sounds better with a little bit of music. That's what it was lacking. Audacity. Right? Now I've got my voice. I have recorded it. I've sat down. I've edited it. Now the text is there. I don't have pictures. Now how do you search for pictures? So I go wonders of the world. Go to images. Now what's the problem with taking images straight on the internet? Copyright. It is not credited to you. IEEE, one of the big functions of IEEE is getting people to do research. An IEEE format, right? And one of the biggest criteria is plagiarism. You cannot copy somebody else's work and claim it as yours. You cannot claim it as yours. So, I don't want to do that, so I've paid money to ChatGPT to help me do it. So, I got to tell you, there are other things. There are open source ones also. There are open source. Stable diffusion is one. You can access it through ideogram is one. You just have to Google. I'll just show you one too. Okay. So I tell it, please. So one of the wonders of the world would be, say for example, the pyramids of Egypt. Where is Egypt? Where is Egypt? Egypt is in Egypt. It's in Africa, North of Africa. There is a big war going on there now. Yeah, Palestine and these people are fighting. South of that, right? You have Egypt, there is a Suez Canal and all that. So there is. So I tell you please, because even if it's AI, you have to talk to it really nicely, just like you do to Anup sir. So you tell please drop me an illustration of ancient Egypt. And what does it do? It says, I will create an image for you. This is copyright free. It's your image. They give it to you. This is called generative AI. This is what is happening in the world now. I don't know how busy the servers are because yesterday the entire night this thing was down because they announced and ancient Egypt is there. If anybody says AI, what is it? That is what I will tell. I have an idea in my head. I can't draw. My fine motor skills are very bad. I can't draw. But the idea is that I can see it. That's my tool. That's all. It's a tool. AI is a tool that will help you. So I've got my image. I've got 10 other images. Alright. Now what I will do, I will go to another. This is another website that I would suggest not only to students but faculty also. Have you used Canva? Not used? You have used for editing photo, correct? But the video editing is exceptional in Canva because it is very easy. Okay, so you go to Canva. Canva is free. Certain features are free, certain are not free. But the free features are enough for most stuff. Okay, so you open Canva again. For all of you, if you're doing it on your phone, this is even more better. Okay, so I'm already logged in. So you just go and you say create a design. Okay, so there are so many. All of this is mine itself. Right? You say create a design, and it will ask you from everything. So I say I want to do a presentation. It will go to presentation. I want to do. Well, how many of you do YouTube right? But you have taken a video in college and the HOD asks you, edit it and give it to me. Phone is terrible at editing. You are all good at it. So we can Instagram post, video, profile picture. Basically, it will give you that format which you wanted. Right now, I'll just click on video, right? And video message, right? It opens up, right? So what I can do with this is that I can. So there are certain things I've uploaded before, which I've already used over here. You can upload it over here, put the text. Now you can do this in PPT also, right? So the image that I put earlier, I put a YouTube logo or something like that for some other reason. All of this is made with ChatGPT itself. Yes. Okay. Anyway, so you basically drag it and drop it over here. If I want to add an audio is also here. You just put the audio over here. It's that easy. Again, this is for faculty and students. What is going to happen in the next few years is that all of this will be naturally enabled. You just have to tell the computer naturally, please take this video, crop off the last, and it will crop off. Those tools are coming in. You are just at that cusp. So you just have to drag and the audio will drag along with it. If anybody has used Adobe, you can't do this. It's very difficult. It gets irritating after some point of time, and there is a learning curve for it, okay, that you need. So I do all of this. So I use ChatGPT to create my ideas, brainstorm, I generate images, I do a voiceover, I edit it, and then anybody who's got a YouTube channel here? No? Yes? Pawan. Where's Pawan? Kumar. Pawan R. Okay. Right. So why YouTube? More than Instagram and I feel. How many people are there on the planet? 8 billion. 8 billion of us are there on this planet. How many of them are on YouTube? 2 billion. You can have access to your own message to 2 billion people of the world, which is why the biggest celebrities of the world are YouTubers now. Alright? So, I want to get the message. I've made something for my company, I've made something for my college. I want to put it basically, you will just go to a dashboard. One of the things that people don't really, so I've come back to this one. This is the one. So my daughter keeps checking this week, 16 subscribers only. When will I get money? I said, you have to wait a little bit more. Right? So, the one of the questions people ask is, if I upload on YouTube, does it reduce the memory on my Google Drive? Does it? Yes, no? You can put any number of videos that does not affect your Google Drive or your Google Stories. This is free. You can put any number of videos. All you need is a phone number and an SMS, and you can get your own video running. That's it. A registered phone number is needed, otherwise you can't do it. So I do all of that. I put my content. Let's take one of the contents that I put. I put a description. I've uploaded the video, blah blah blah, and the video comes in. Now, all the video I'm going to show you, if I wanted to do it by my old tools that I want to do it, and I've done it without ChatGPT before ChatGPT came out 1 year back. I tried all of this with my own daughter. It had taken me 1 week. 1 week editing, all of this done. 1 week. I teach, so in the evenings I go and get to do it on my computer. This video took me 6 hours. 6 hours. All the way from idea, writing the script and everything. The script just took no time at all. Right? And this is again, if you it's not coming. They can't see. Well, the audio is there. I think it's there. Then, there's one more thing I'll show you before we kindly go ahead. Okay? The whole thing, whatever you see over here, has been
Right? Now this thing, the one that you see over here, her voice you can't hear, but still, anyway, right? Voice you can't hear. Okay? That basically tells, again, she's a 10-year-old show, she kind of. Now, you see that image over there? Now, I want to do presentations. Okay, I want to do presentations, data presentation. How many data science students here? No? Okay. There is a website which is open source, it's called Comigen. Now, Comigen is for data science, data driven, which is by a company called Ghana. Now, what do you do with this? I want to do a presentation where I want characters, rather than very dry, I want characters that point to things. Now, what I can do, I can change. Okay? So, I have a mail, I change to me. Right? Let's put old man with glasses in an ID. I want to try. And I can take this image. So let's get him point to something. Okay. Let's Ryan is happy. He's looking right. Okay, he's looking right. And the pose is pointing right. Okay, it's pointing right. Now what I do, I save this. Okay. I'll drop this down. Now, basically, any presentation you do when you go should be a story. That's what they tell you, right? Now, how is this going to change the way you do your presentation? So, suppose you have, let's say my PPT presentation that I did a little earlier, right? And I want an image on this. Let's take ICT enabled tools itself, right? Very dry. Look at this, right? Very dry. I'll just move this over here. That's perfectly fine. But I want somebody showing this image. So what I can do, this one has dropped down. I think it's okay. You just take it, put it over there. Now your presentation looks a little more better. You can tell a story. This is free. This is done by developers like you and me to help tell better stories. So my presentation next time, oh, how did you do that? Right? And you can have the same character, somebody, two people who are looking at each other. You can make a comic with this. Right? Like I said, you don't need to be a great artist, all you need is an idea in your head. And the idea in your head leads to better products. So, thank you so much for being a most patient audience. I hope that you will use these tools, right? Use these tools, make sure that you have fun with it. If your parents can afford it, my suggestion is that you take a $20 ChatGPT account. It's cutting edge. You can make your own apps and bots right on the platform. Yesterday, you can just make a bot that does, and you can deploy it on top, make your own products, earn money. Right now, the world is changing. So, thank you so much. Happy Deepavali to everybody. And I hope you have fun. Right? I think we have a little more time for tea. Yes. Okay. Any questions from what I've shown you? No. No questions. Okay. I have a question for all of you. Now this is very it's for my own knowledge. How do you consume your content? The most Facebook? How many of you are regular? That means I use Facebook more than say YouTube. How many of you? No. So posting it on Facebook doesn't make sense. Okay, fair enough. How many of you are Instagram and use Instagram very regularly? That's where I look at my content, videos, and everything is on Instagram. Everything, not everything, or everything on Instagram. I just open my Instagram, that's where my information is from. YouTube, right? What do you use YouTube for? What do you use YouTube for? Songs? Yes? Songs. Okay, songs. Is there a favorite channel of yours that you think is? No? You're all, how many first year students here? First year students. Okay, most of you are first year students. Okay, first year students, when you went for your 12th standard exams, which was the YouTube channel you watched? Which one? Can you get Xylem. Okay, that is right. XYLEN. It's a Kerala based channel. Why? What's good in that? What? My question is very genuine. I am not here. I want to know is what interests students more. So if I want to make my classes better, what is it that made X and Y channels better? Was it animation? Was that important? No. What was it? The teachers were good. Yes. For 10th and 12th, right? For 10th also was the same channel. Also, the Malayalam is the same. The Xylem is I think from Kerala, right? Right. And how about the students from Karnataka? What did you watch?
Physics wala. Simplified mind. Is it the same? You also watch that? Simplified mind. Okay.
Okay. All right. Did you find a similar sort of channel for engineering? Yes, no. Why is my question. Did you find? Yeah, which one? Jenny Madam. Jenny Madam. She had the right. Okay, I have no idea what Jenny Madam is, but still, I think Jenny Madam is right. Okay. Alright, okay. Can anybody tell me why that is the reason that say 12th and 10th you have very good, and I've seen really good channels, right? Content is good, presentations they are done by amateurs who eventually get, physics followers. Used to do it on the board before he really went in. Why do you think it is there? What is the problem? What is the subjects you are learning now? Is it there on YouTube? Is it there? Yes, no. Have you seen it? So before your internals, you must have seen it. Yes. Which one did you watch? Again, it is out of curiosity. No, I will tell you what is the reason. One is because when you come to engineering, you have a syllabus, but the syllabus is not fixed. You do not have a fixed set of questions. Questions are open-ended. Questions are applicative level. You cannot do that unless you have resources for. So you will find videos that are catering to exams. So 10th and 12th are basically catering to exams. Right? Here you don't have that. And you will not find it. So if you don't find it, this is where what I call a market gap lies. There is a big market gap. If one of you who are learning over here can get the resources to make a channel that does it for engineering students, I think that would be really, really good. Everyday courses are not slightly dry, I feel, right? It's a death by people. So, with that, I don't think I'm out of steam. And again, thank you so much. I guess, any questions? No questions? All right, thank you. Done.
So thank you so much, sir. Hope you all enjoyed the session. How was it? So let's give a big round of applause for him. student branch, we would like to offer a small memento, a token of gratitude to Professor Vivek. I request Professor Alvin to give the memento to Professor Vivek.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Done?
So, what next?
Hey, one thing I forgot to mention. Okay.
One thing I did not show you, really, because there were programming students, right? I did not show you the programming part at all. Why? Because before learning the fundamentals, do not use the tools. It is very, you need to know your fundamentals before. This is very powerful. If I just put it in an Excel sheet and ask you to do data analysis, it will give it to you. It will write code to do a convolutional neural network, which is why I didn't show it, but it's really powerful. It would have just popped up like, we can do that, right? Before using it, get your fundamentals right, then only use it because you will not understand code otherwise. So before getting into ChatGPT and before writing a code, make sure you know it. So I deliberately left it out. And it's very, very powerful code interpreter.
So what next? Snacks. Okay, so snacks and tea is arranged for everyone outside. So we'll go out for that. And once principal sir arrives, we'll be having a small photo session. So then